Hello everyone, welcome to True Path Astrology. This is Rajni. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is the monthly predictions for the month of October 2021 for Pisces Ascendants or Pisces Lagna. Now, if you have number 12 written in the first house of your chart, then you are a Pisces Ascendant or your Lagna is Pisces. Now, this will be a general prediction based on transits and based on Vedic astrology. Now, there is another chart, which is a birth chart. We're not talking about that here. The birth chart is usually that the planetary positions remain static. But today, we will be referring not to the birth chart, but the transit chart where the planets are currently in the sky transiting. Now, my main hope of doing these monthly predictions is to give you some peace of mind by removing the elements of uncertainty from your future. At the same time, also help you prepare ahead for any low periods and help you leverage the good phases for the month ahead. Now, we will see how these planetary placements will impact your personality, temperament, and attitude, your communication, your interaction with others, and your family, your career growth, trajectory, your business. We'll also talk about your finance and wealth in general, harmony in your marital and love relationship, health, unearned money, or even inheritance from various sources if that's applicable, and also luck factor here. Those who are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And also don't forget to hit the bell icon so any new videos I post, you will be notified of that right away. All right, so let's look at the placement of the planets. Rahu is in the third house in the sign of Taurus. Seventh house, we have Mercury, Sun, and Mars here. Now, Mercury is in its own sign. On October 17th, Sun will move out of the seventh house and will go into the eighth house in the sign of Libra, where Sun will get debilitated. On October 22nd, Mars will also move into the eighth house in the sign of Libra, and it will join the Sun there. Now, Venus and Ketu are in the ninth house in the sign of Scorpio. Now, Venus will come into the ninth house on October 2nd, of course. Now, 11th house, we have Jupiter and Saturn both retrograde here. Now, there is going to be a very important change you're going to experience this month. I would say this year is a big event, and I should say important change, because that is Saturn will go direct on October 11th, and Jupiter will go direct on October 18th. And this is a very big event for all of us, and this is going to impact all of us in very positively, of course. So let's take each planet separately, and I'll explain what their placement means to you and how it has an impact on you this month. So we'll go over one planet after the other. But being a Pisces and Ascendant, Jupiter is your ruler. Ascendant and the Ascendant Lord play a huge role in one's life. If Ascendant and the Ascendant Lord are weak, then whatever that person may have in life, he or she may not be able to enjoy anything in life. They may have to face a lot of hardship. This is how Ascendant and Ascendant Lord plays a role in one's chart. So Jupiter going direct after being retrograde for the past few months means it's a very big event. And that too in the 11th house of gain for you, which is nice. Now I will make another separate video on impact of Jupiter going direct another time. If you felt your life was a bit stalled in the past few months, you will find your life moving forward, getting good speed and moving ahead in a positive way. Your health is bound to improve this month. Your standing in your social circle will be good. You will have respect from all your friends circle and social circle. You will experience good gain in many areas of your life. And for some of you, you may have more than one source of income coming to you at this time. And those who are running the Jupiter Mahadasha time period will experience most of these positive results, especially for you. Now, 11th house is house of gain, income and gain, fulfillment of wishes, dreams, hopes, aspirations. Now, opportunities are going to open up for you to make your dreams and aspirations to be fulfilled this month. Hope you know what your goals are. Hope you have some aspirations, because you don't want to miss this opportunity. This is a great time. any efforts you put in this month, you're bound to get good results, equal or more than the efforts you put in. And those who have Jupiter well placed in your birth chart are running the time period of Jupiter. You will likely achieve some awards and recognition for some work you do this month. Now, those who are into business or trading in gold or in teaching profession or in consulting business, finance, banking, or even lawyers, this month of October will prove to be very good for you. Now, when we consider the aspects of Jupiter, it will cast its aspect on the 3rd house, 5th house, and the 7th house. Now, this month, you will see most powerful and positive results of Jupiter's aspects. Because your ruler Jupiter will go direct, your life will have some positive momentum for sure. You will excel in the way you communicate. You will be very communicative and interactive with the others. Others will look up to you for what you say to them, how you express yourself to them. Those who are wanting to have children, this month is a great month, so plan for that this month. Well, Jupiter is also bringing you great opportunity for those wanting to get married or those who are wanting to get into a love relationship. Jupiter is bringing you that blessing this month. Because we may have planets in the 7th house, like Sun, Mercury, and Mars, and if you happen to run the time periods of these three planets in your birth chart, with Jupiter also aspecting the 7th house in transit, you're sure to meet someone new and enter into relationship with them. Or this month may prove a good month for planning for marriage. 7th house also represents business partnership. That means those of you who are in your own business may find new prospective clients, which will prove beneficial for your business. The next big change you're going to experience is Saturn in the 11th house. As I said, Saturn will go direct on October 11th, which is going to be a great news for you. Saturn rules your 11th house and the 12th house. So 11th house, as we know, is the house of income and gain, fulfillment of wishes and goals, friend circle. And the 12th house is your investment, as well as your expenses, your foreign travel, your spirituality. So now that Saturn is going direct means those of you wanting to go abroad, but were facing some hurdles earlier, will now be able to go abroad. Now, those of you who were wanting to spend your money on some good things, meaning good expenditure, but were not able to do due to some hurdles, you will now be able to plan to spend your money on those good things that you are planning. And those wanting to do some investments after October 11th, it's a great time for that. The best thing is Saturn is with benefic Jupiter, which means more positivity in those things for you. Now, generally, wherever Saturn is sitting, one may have to work double hard for getting the results of that house. So struggle will be there for you to get those gains, and you may have to struggle to get your dreams and hopes and wishes fulfilled, but you will eventually achieve all those things after some hard work. So go ahead and don't be shy of hard work. Jupiter and Saturn are aspecting your 5th house, goes to show that you will have gain from speculative investments. You could gain through your children. Your children will do well in their studies, or you yourself, if you're into some kind of education, you will do well in your studies. Now, when we talk about Saturn's aspect, it aspects the Ascendant, 5th house, and the 8th house. Yes, Saturn's aspect on the Ascendant will mean that things could get stalled a bit in your life, but because Jupiter is the ruler and both Saturn and Jupiter going direct means although your life may not have that much of a speed and progress, the progress will still be good compared to the last 2 to 2.5 years ago. Now, Saturn's aspect on the 8th house indicates that there may be some hardships related to your in-laws. Your relationship with them could suffer a little bit, but at the same time, you also stand to gain from your in-laws. So be smart and keep the lines of communication open with them so that you can go to them if you need any help. Remember, you stand to gain from them this month somehow. So maintain that good relationship with them. Be smart. Now, Sun will move into the 8th house as well. And Saturn's aspect falling in the 8th house and Sun being there indicates that some of you could experience a bit of unstableness in the marital relationship this month. Some disturbances could be experienced. But for those who are into new love relationship where you have just met someone and you cannot wait to hear their voice, it's that kind of relationship. You cannot wait to meet them. Those kind of relationship, newly formed relationship will flourish. All right, so now talking about Jupiter and Saturn, I think we have done enough of that. So let's move on to talk about Mercury now. What is Mercury going to bring you this month? Mercury is placed in its own house in the 7th house and is placed with the Sun and Mars there. Now, Mercury is said to behave like the planets Mercury is sitting with. So Sun and Mars are two cruel planets, and Mercury is retrograde until the 18th of October. So this could cause some problem related to communication. So pay attention to anything you write or pay attention to the documents you're using in your day-to-day life. Make sure that you scrutinize it well, your documents. So one thing to note here is Mercury is with Mars, and Mars is the ruler of the 9th house. The ruler of the 9th house, which is a Trikona house, and when placed in the Kendra house, which is the 7th house, creates a nice Raj Yoga. And this Raj Yoga means others will be attracted to you, others will love the way you speak, what you say to them, and what you do to them. So if you have Mercury, Sun, and Mars well placed in your birth chart, you may not have that much of disturbance in your marital life, but you need to watch for your ego to keep the relationship all balanced. Sun, when it goes into the 8th house after October 17th, could bring your confidence down a little bit. Now, also, it's not that great for your health. You need to be careful of your eyes at this time. And Sun is good for your spirituality, I would say. Now, your finance could see some improvements after October 17th. Venus and Ketu in the 9th house of luck and fortune. Venus rules the 8th house and the 3rd house. Your father's health needs to be careful. Now, if you are running the time period of Venus and Ketu in your birth chart, then those people could experience some dissatisfaction from your spouse or partner this month. There is bound to be a little bit of ups and downs in luck favoring you this month. So this was the overview for the month of October for all Pisces ascendants. Please do not forget to leave your comments below. I tend to read all your comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.